Hello, you lovely yacht. Yes, it's me. It's Dark Art Pro back in the studio. And it's Friday. Yes, Friday. Really, really pleased. Been working on this lovely T5 bonnet. Oh, it's so lovely. Beauty and the Beast, which is really kind of cool. I'm getting really happy with his face at the moment. It's starting to build there slowly, adding texture, loads of hair, but it takes time. Hair individually placed on there. Plus, there's some like bigger sections as well. So it's got more about adding texture. Layering and layering and layering and layering and layering. I'm not using any transparency. This is all opaque paint, so it's all by Inspire Paint. You can just go online to see what they've got. They do a lot of airbrush sets as well. Candies right through to, oh gosh, everything really. I do a H2O as well, H2O version of it all, but I use solvents just because it just flows better in my airbrush, and I'm really pleased with the results with the colours I'm doing. But this is going to be monochrome, this whole bonnet, which is kind of cool. Apart from, I'm going to put Beauty over here somewhere. You can't really see just off camera a little bit there, and that's going to be Beauty there just in the background holding a red rose. I think I mentioned in the other video as well, and that's the only one because I think the chap I'm doing, he's got his pop top, and the pop top is red and the rest of the van is black, so it'll just bring that out for him. So hopefully that's going to go well, but I'm not going to even tackle that yet because I'm tackling this big bad boy, which is really cool. Growly face. I did start working on the horns a bit. I did try doing like a reptile kind of version. It didn't quite work, so I've gone for sort of like well, not scales. Not scales, it's reptiles. So it's more like ridges going along the actual horns, and that works really well. These are, again, it's early sort of start on these because I'll start adding more texture to these and bringing these sort of dark areas in, and making this kind of pop a bit so it's all more jaggedy, so it's been really, really cool. Same with that one there. But as promised, I thought what I'd talk about is clothing and this sort of like flow effect you get with airbrushing, or even like it's like a stretching effect, which is really kind of cool. And I think if you get your handle on this as an airbrush artist, then you kind of will stand out a little bit from other artists. Then you won't get that sort of flatness that you don't want. And that then transpires, and you can use that as a basis to all your other stuff as well. And then when you start seeing it and start seeing how you can create a 3D image, then your world becomes bigger with airbrushing, and it certainly does. And then you can start doing those pieces that you've always dreamed of doing. Some people do work on sort of like a 2D basis, but I kind of like wanted that thing so you can feel like it's coming out at you, and it's achievable. Anyone can do this, and you can learn this. I sort of first saw this technique of this sort of stretched effects, whether it was on school. I think it was actually on a motorcycle helmet, and it was faces coming out of the motorcycle helmet by Craig Fraser. It was an old video, but I was blown away by it, and I thought, okay, I want to learn that technique. And so I watched it and took my time. So it was more like stretching off the back of a skull, off the front of it, just coming down. And ever since I've sort of mastered that technique, it's opened my eyes for them. So like my blood troop has got veins on it. This is a similar sort of thing. It's like veins coming down. What I'm going to do, I'm putting these are quite smooth at the moment, but I'm going to make these a little bit more angular at some point. But I thought I'd take you the basic sort of the basics of actually trying to get a fold in clothing, because clothing isn't it's not all symmetry. It's not all one line against another. It folds in different ways, and wind affects it. So yeah, so I started building here. You can see I've started building these lines here, and it's quite simple to be fair. By putting those lines down and not being afraid of where to do it. So if I show you, for instance, I'll get this on here. Using my lovely custom micron just to do this. I love this airbrush. They're expensive, but are they well worth it? I mean, there's a Krios as well, but I've not tried that, like I say, but I'm really enjoying this. It's great for fine detail work. I'll be doing hair on this just on top of his lip, and it's been absolutely sublime doing that. Anyway, I digress. So so when you first start doing a fold, I'm looking for sort of just putting lines down. So if you look one here, so if I do want to, I'll make this one come across a bit here. I'm not really doing anything spectacular. I'm just putting a line down, but it's kind of ergonomic. It's got a shape to it. I'm not just doing a straight line. Okay, so we're doing, and then, for instance, if I follow this one here, so nothing spectacular. I'm not doing any detail. Straight down, and then when I come off the end, I just pitter it off. So pull down and pull away, yeah. And it starts making these lovely curves. And what I want to do is just make this one pop here Doesn't matter if they cross each other so much. Apart from here, or cross too far. But yeah, so all we're doing is adding a little thin layer. And then once I've done that, I'm going to put a mist in. I'd put like a mist or like a wash in there. You can see this like. It'll make, because this area, these sections here, these lines that I'm placing, that's the high point of the fold. So that's the high point of the fold. So if you squeeze a bit of cloth, I got some here. If you squeeze a bit of cloth like that, I'm making that high point there. That high point is on there. Okay, so that's what I'm after. This fold here. That's a really good technique, isn't it? This little J cloth. So I'm making that fold, and it comes out. You can see the shadow on that side. Oh yeah. Oh, not too bad. There it goes. So you get a shadow on one side. But I have to put kind of like, it's kind of this wash does help you can see that. Let me put here. So let me just do a finer line here, and you can sharpen the lines where it splits up. You can see here. I'm just making it a bit more. That's a real high point. Look how fine this is. It's absolutely brilliant, this airbrush. This is really reduced base white. It has to be though, because my airbrush doesn't like it anymore. So it's really reduced. So we can layer and layer and layer, and that's what it's about, layering and layering and layering. And if you look down here, I just made a little bit of a start in this section here. So I'm going to put down my airbrush again. I'm going to explain a bit here. So the fold is this section here, that's the fold there, and because this has to be a really dark area, because light's coming in, light's not getting into this little section here, so this will start bringing the fold out a bit. So you kind of look for little places like that where we can add that little bit of darker pigment, so then it will start bringing those folds out. Let me get my airbrush here. So I've got HPC here with black in. Black. Again, heavy reduce. You don't want it too thick because it'll just go poof really quickly, and it'll be very stark. And you have to sort of, oh, that's the wrong one. That was white. Ah. So let's get the black here. Never go straight on your piece when you're doing it. Always just blast it through. Keep the air on, because what can happen is you get a little splatter. And so yeah, never go straight to your piece once you've picked up an airbrush, or put new paint in. Blast it air through. Try a bit of cardboard or on your bit of paper to the side or something. So like I say, on this side you can see it's darker there and it's light on top. So this is the pinnacle of the fold here. Same in there. So and what needs to be right in that corner, that's where it's going to be the darkest, and then we're going to graduate the black as it comes out, so we just slowly do it. And if you go too heavy, it doesn't matter, you can go back in white and just mist it back again, so you get that kind of wash again. Right, so let me just choose a bit here. Let's try this, oh no, let's go here, this little section here, where I've just been. So I want a bit of shading, there we go. Funny when you start working a micron, then go back to a HPC. I think it's is this a 3mm needle? Oh, I can't remember. But in HPC, this is just like the workhorse of my airbrushing. So I've got lots of paint to get down. I'll use this. So yeah, so I'm just going to put more shade in here. You can see now. I'm just pulling away a bit because I don't want to lay down too much black. Like you say, because it's pretty unforgiving black. And then you can see now it's starting to sort of like bring that fold out a little bit. Let's try down, where should we go now? Here, this edge here going down. So take your time. This is a really good technique to learn because it will stand you apart from other people. Let me just go through this. I'm going very smooth here at the moment, but I do want to make this a bit more ragtag when I get going. But I'll show you how to do that later on. What I'm just showing is just showing you this technique. I'm just starting to bring these lovely folds out. So again, you see I'm just putting this darker little area here, and it starts bringing them out there. I don't know if you can see it so much. It is so, like I say, this is quite heavily reduced, this, because I don't want to go straight full on. Yeah, so I'm glad everyone's watching my videos. I hope they are anyway. Come on, I want thousands of followers so I can take over the world. I love making these videos, so if you find them informative, that's really cool. If you don't, then that's fine. If you just like watching, that's really cool. So there you go. Look, I'm just adding a bit of shade in here. Just want to bring this bit out here. Again, be quite free flow with this. Just try it. Just give it a go, because if you make a mistake, it doesn't matter, because you can paint over it. It's just black and white. Okay. You can get some really fine lines with this HBC. It takes a bit of practice, but you can do it. Let's have a look here. I kind of want to get rid of this here because that doesn't quite work. I've sort of gone across a bit too far. So if we just get rid of that. Beautiful. And then you can branch out as well from different angles. This technique works for things like veins as well. Veins or any sinew or stuff like that. It'll start, well, even hair. This looks not too far off hair, is it? Okay, so let's darken this a bit. So I think I'm going to put some more detail on here. So I'll get rid of that. I want more folds. Love folds. And then when you start seeing a 3D image come off it, so here's a junction here. What I want to do is just come off again. Remember, this white is the high point of the fold. Now I've created another little junction there. And bring these round a bit because it's a bit uniform. I've been going a bit sort of, it shouldn't be like that. And at the top there, I've just started putting little raggy bits, because this is like a raggedy cloth really. So at the moment it's pretty Gucci. So yeah, okay, so so I hope we're getting the idea. So again, if you don't feel it's working, paint over it, but practice this, because it's a really cool thing. Okay, so what we got going on here? Put some raggedy bits there. Putting some fine lines there. This now. It's such a wonderful airbrush. I know they're expensive, but you know, if you ever get the opportunity, buy one. They're really cool. Is that working now? Okay, let's get some darkness here. Okay, darkness. We like darkness with Dark Art Pro. Okay, let's. Okay, we're getting some folds now. Start popping. Things will start making sense. Once you can see that image in 3D, it'll open your world. A lot of people do like in 2D, that's fine, just flat images, but what I'm after is him popping out the bonnet. You can see now I'm just adding more black into that corner. I'm going to graduate it coming out. And like I said, this is now, I'm kind of pushing the image back in like I did before. Let's do some cross there. Yeah, I saw this. Did I mention it? I just saw this technique on. It was on a helmet by Craig Fraser, and it was just like a stretch face on top of the helmet. It's wonderful. And after that, I was like, yeah, I need to learn this technique. And once you do get it down, it will, like I say, open your world to an airbrush artist. It just takes your airbrushing to another level. Just adding a bit more here. Let's just nip in there because it's just linking a bit too much. You're not seeing a massive colour difference so much because it is so reduced. But I want to put layers and layers and layers because black and, like I said, white is an opaque, so it's not transparent. But if I put lots of reducer in there, it just, or thinner, whatever you want to call it, it will just give me, it's more forgiving. So it'll give me a chance to sort of get to the effect I want without having that straight black, because it's just one of those. So yeah, love working transparents. They're really nice and forgiving. But black doesn't seem to be. So this is lots of layers, lots of thin layers, just adding. But again, this is just the start of the cloak as well. Let me just get rid of that bit, don't like that bit. It's the start of the cloak. And like everything else, it takes time. It builds up, builds up and builds up. Let's have a look there. Yeah, we're getting there slowly, aren't we? Okay, let's... Yeah, so I hope everyone's alright, everyone's having a lovely day. Hope the work is finished, whatever you're doing. We're ready for a nice weekend of wine, beer, watching telly, kicking back. Can't beat it, can you? So there you go. Thanks for watching my videos, really appreciate your time in doing it. And I really hope you learned something from them, even if you think, I'll stop rambling on dark art, but I hope you do find them useful. I'll do them anyway. I enjoy doing it because I probably like chatting, as you can tell. Okay, this is good now. Starting to come through. It's very gradual, this, yeah, and it's not a thing to be rushed. Let's see, yes, it's slowly starting to pop out, as you can see. Like I say, take your time with it. It's why rush? You know, everything's a rush in this world nowadays, isn't it? Yeah. Don't do that. I'm not going off a reference here. I'm just putting lines down. I know it's a cloak, so I'm just sort of going for it. I'm going to just put some black here. This area is going to be completely black, so I'm not worried about it. Yeah. This I want some definition. It's so reduced, this black. It's wonderful, really. It's just helping me build slowly. See this little section here, that's going to be there, that's right at that pinnacle there, that's going to be dark, it's going to be black in there, so let's do that. And then what I'll probably do again as well, go with the white and then start adding detail to these folds, these top of these folds, adding more highlights. So it's a continuing process of like what I call push and pull the image. So I hope this is making sense to you. Now you can see them starting to sort of come out the image a bit more. And we're getting that lovely 3D effect. This is one up there, this is the top of the cloak. Let's put some... So, to all my subscribers, thank you so much. To all new subscribers, if you ever want to do it, yeah, get on it, mate. Get on it, because we can go on this journey together, which is nice. And then once you start seeing little folds inside, you can see more and more, and it becomes a wonderful thing. Here we go, here. Yeah, thanks to all the subscribers, thanks for people who are watching, even if the last 30 seconds, and think, ooh, what's he going on about? I'm a massive enthusiast for airbrushing, so if I can promote it anyway, I will do, yeah. Or art of any description. Looking forward to Halloween. Got a bit of project on with my little girl, which is really cool. It's going to be scary. I can't wait. Oh, there we go. Right in there again, we've got another little one. And this becomes a pleasurable thing. It's a bit like a puzzle, I guess. Ooh, there we go. So we're starting to build these folds up, and I'm getting to like it. Let me just do this here though. This bit here is a bit weird. Fold after fold after fold. And when I've done sinew or like veins like this starts coming out, it becomes a really sort of like beautiful thing. I mean, some areas don't get any light at all. So for instance, if we're doing a skull or something like that, there'll be a chin. There'll be a chin like this. And generally underneath the chin, depending on where the light's coming from, it's very dark. Same here, so if the light's coming down that way, there's no light getting in that area. So you can go for it a little bit more. Yeah. So yeah, that's it really. I'll just sort of give you that update on how it's going. Loving this image. What we're on now, we're 20 odd minutes in. So I think I will stop there. If you do have any questions or interested in airbrushing, you want to have any answers, yeah, I can hopefully help you if you want. Can't speak. Yeah, don't be afraid to chat to me. That's absolutely fine. You can see now just building that lovely. So I can't. God, I'm stopping now. Come on, can't stop. And I really hope you have a lovely weekend. Thank you for tuning in. Get on this technique, people. Get on it. You can see it now starting to really come out slowly but surely. Get on this technique. I am going to start doing more detail work across here. So it'll be things like this. I'll just show you quickly actually. I'm going to start doing some more detail work on these. So I want it kind of jaggedy a bit. Let's try it. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Let's add some bits of, I want it like a jaggedy coat. There you go, look, you see, I don't think you can see that. No, it's pretty hard. What I'll do, I'll give you a close up once it's all done. And you'll see the difference, yeah. I'm chatting to myself now. So, everyone, have a lovely weekend. Enjoy your drinks of wine or going away for a lovely weekend somewhere else. And tune in for more progress on this awesome bonnet. Once I've started to make more progress on the beast and I'm getting to a point where I think I need to start beauty, I shall do another video. But I am going to continue doing him. I won't probably do any more tutorials on this, but we'll look at portraits after. Not my favourite, but we can do them. We can do it. We'll do it together. I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine. So yeah, Dark Art Pro signing off. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook. Don't follow me in the street because I'll probably get a restraining order against you all. And follow me on this as well. Yeah, so subscribe. Go on. You know you want to. You know you want to. Right, happy airbrushing everyone. Have a great weekend. And we'll see you all soon. This is Dark Art Pro saying goodbye. Bye.